Hey there, friends and family, it's Mimi here. I am not cooking today. That's a shock, isn't it? I'm going to start some seeds. I am ready to get my hands in the dirt, and so I'm going to plant some seeds in these trays. And I just wanted to make this brief video to show you how you can start seeds right in your own home or your greenhouse. I have a greenhouse, but it is packed full of my porch plants. So I can't get in there right now, but I can start this in my house, and I'm going to show you a neat thing I bought and have set up by my patio door so that I can go ahead and start seeds. I did buy a bag of seed starting potting mix. This is better than your regular potting mix. This is made specifically for starting seeds. And I've got in my Hass seeds. I ordered those, some back in November and some in December, so I've got those. I'm going to be planting some cabbages, a whole bunch of different peppers, and some Swiss chard, and go ahead and get those seeds started. I'm just a little bit concerned, you know, the way the canning jars went flying off the shelves and you can't find the lids. I was really concerned that this spring you may not be able to buy plants. It may get snatched up real quick. So I want to go ahead and start my own seeds this winter, so by the time end of March rolls around, I'll have a really good start on all my plants. So I wanted to just shoot this video to show any beginning backyard gardeners how to start their own seeds. So let me take a moment and show you my new rack I just bought and put together with all my warming mats. So let's go look at that. So here is just a simple utility shelf that I ordered off of Amazon. It's about 28 inches wide. It has 5 shelves on it. And this is perfect to sit by the patio window in my dining room. Yes, this is my dining room, but it's okay. And I've got my warming mats on there, but this fits perfectly in this spot. And when I open up that blind, it will get plenty of light to get those seeds growing into nice little plants. So I put this together last night, and then I covered the shelves with contact paper so the water wouldn't mess up the particle board. And then these are the warming mats. I ordered these off of Amazon. I've had these out in my greenhouse. They just keep the soil warm so your seeds can germinate better. So I was really excited about this rack. It fits pretty good with my decor, even though it's black, and it'll be all right. So let's get started on planting some seeds. Okay, I've used these seed trays before in the past and they worked really well, so I ordered a couple more. Let me take this off so you can see. They have individual little places to put dirt and pop your seeds in. It has a lid that goes over and a tray to hold the water. Very easy. These were like $6 at Lowe's. And then once you plant the seeds, you put this on top. You set it on your warming mat for the seeds to germinate. And as they get bigger, you'll take this off. And eventually I'm going to have to transplant once these get a certain height into a little bit bigger cup. But these are great for starting seeds. And you don't have to go out and buy anything. Of course, you could use whatever you have in your house, milk jugs, cups, paper cups, plastic cups, whatever. But this just works good for me, so I wanted to do it again this year. So again, I got these at Lowe's. I got the seed starting potting mix at Lowe's. All my seeds are from Hass Tools, and they are very good seeds. They have a great germination rate. So I'm going to buy all my seeds from there this year, and hopefully I'll have a really good garden. I am actually going to double the size of my little backyard kitchen garden, and I'll link below a video of how my husband and I set up those backyard garden plots and how we built the frames, so you can go back and watch that. But right now we're just doing seeds, so let's get started. Okay, I've spread all my trays out. Now I'm going to open up potting mix and just start pouring into the little tray. Pour it on top and then I'll push it in. Oh, dirt smells so good. I miss dirt. Again, it's recommended that you not use a potting mix, that you use a seed mix because it's a little bit lighter in texture and the seed roots have a better chance of growing in this kind of mix. So I'm just going to push it around, fill up every little hole. I may need another bag. Alright, I'm going to finish this and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like after they've all been filled, patted down, and watered. Okay, I've poured out one bag on the 3 trays and then I just went back and very lightly tapped the dirt down. You don't want any air pockets underneath. So I've gone through pretty much all of the little cubicles, push the dirt down, and I'm going to go over the top one more time with dirt, filling in each little cubicle. Okay. Don't want any air pockets down in the bottom. I want the soil firmly in the trays. So let's add a little bit more. And the reason I'm starting the cabbages is because I can go ahead and get those out into February, 1st of March in my zone. They're good cold weather crops. At the end of February, I will start my tomatoes and all my other plants in the greenhouse because I really won't be able to plant those until the last of March, the 1st of April. But I can go ahead and start these seeds now. Alright, let me finish this and then we're going to water and then start planting. Okay, using rainwater from my rain barrels and not my water softener because it has too much salt in it for plants. I'm just going to carefully soak each one of these little trays. I want it really good and soaked. So I went out and got some water from the rain barrel, brought it in, got it back up to room temperature because it's really cold outside. And now I'm just going to water every one of these little compartments. Make sure it's good and soaked before I start my seeds. So let's try to speed it up a little bit. Okay, first thing I'm going to plant is the early round Dutch cabbage. And just using the end of a pencil, it says the planting depth is a 1/4 inch, which I think is about this eraser. So I'm just going to push that down in the soil till I can't see the eraser. And then I'm just going to go down the row and make the holes. The soil is very wet. Pushed all the way down. I'm going to make sure they're packed with soil and no air bubbles. Go back and put some water in that one. Let's go ahead and plant this row, and then I'm going to put a marker in the end so I'll remember what that was I planted. These are little tiny seeds. I'm just going to do one per hole because these seeds have a really good germination rate. So one little seed in each hole. I think I've got enough here to do 2 rows. I love cabbage. And cabbage is hard for me to grow. I'm hoping I'll have better success with it this year than I did last year. So I'm going to keep on with the cabbage. And next I'm going to do the Chinese cabbage. It's like bok choy, I think what it is. Put my holes in. Not too deep. And then I'll bring you back when we're all done. Okay, I have my first tray done with 3 rows of Dutch cabbage, the green cabbage, and 3 rows of the bok choy style cabbage. And I just very lightly put my finger over it and kind of put a little dirt over each hole. But I saw on the video from Hoss Tools on YouTube where he covered it with the perlite, and that cut down on, sometimes you get a little bit of mold on your dirt. I'm hoping this will cut down on those little gnats that form sometimes, fly all around your fresh dirt. So I'm going to sprinkle some of this right on top. Try that. This is the first time I've tried this. I'm really hoping it helps with that gnat problem and then the green mold that sometimes you get. Okay. And it's just perlite. It's supposed to improve the drainage and aeration in potting mixes. So I'm just sprinkling that on top. Hopefully that will work. All right, and then you just put the lid on it. Snap it down, and then I'm going to put it on a heating mat over there on my new rack. Fits on there perfect. Make sure the lid's down good. And the mats are already nice and warm. So that's one tray down. Okay, I'm on my last tray, and these are my chocolate bell pepper, the green bell pepper, and the gypsy peppers. I'm going to go get another tray just to do cayenne peppers by themselves in. And once these get a certain height, I will transplant them into a bigger container. So hopefully I'll have a good supply of peppers for me and my family if they want to plant some. I'm just spreading this perlite all over again. I hope you've been able to see how easy seed starting can be. And like I said, I worry that there won't be a lot of plants, or they're going to get bought up very quickly when planting season starts. So I want to just be prepared and have my own plants ready to go in the ground. I'm going to double the size of my little backyard garden. I'll leave a link below, like I said, of how we created that. And I'm going to be doubling the size. If you want to subscribe and like and see what we do this spring, that would be awesome. So again, I'm going to go get another tray and just do my long slim cayenne peppers, because I like to make hot pepper vinegar with those for Christmas presents. So that's all for today. Hopefully you learned something. Leave me a comment below on some ideas you have or ways that you start seeds. I would love to read them. All right, thank you everybody. Have a blessed day. Okay, I've got one more quick tip. If you don't want to go out and spend money on seed trays, that's perfectly fine. This was a spinach container, and I threw away the lid, which I shouldn't have. So save the lid, wash it out. You can plant seeds in that. I had an extra tray that I always save all my plant trays in. So I'm going to sit that in there and cover this with some plastic wrap. This is my cayenne peppers. I'm going to plant spinach in 2 of these empty milk jugs. So I just cut the top like this, put the dirt in, planted the spinach, and I'll go back around with some tape, duct tape, tape this around so it's got a nice little insulated greenhouse effect. And then I just have these trays left over from Christmas. So I'm going to set those in there so that the water can seep out. So I'm going to make 2 spinach seed pots. So use whatever you have around the house. You're going to need something for it to drain in. You need to put holes in the bottom so that it can drain down in. And this will sit on a warming tray and keep the seeds nice and warm. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. Stay in touch and we'll see how these seeds do.